Aloha, welcome to week 3. This week you will write the rough draft for essay number 1. To get started, you'll want to go to Laulima Assignments, click on the rough draft for essay number 1 assignment. You'll see the instructions, which are to use your outline from the Creating Thesis and Outline assignment to help you write your rough draft. I also created a template. Click on this link that says template, and that will prompt you to make a copy. Once you make the copy, that is yours to type on, and you can use that for your actual assignment. In the template, you can see that as a header, I have an area for your last name, so you'll want to double click by that. Put your last name here. To get out of the header, go underneath this line, double click, and then you can put your name here and the assignment due date here. I have a title that you can use. If you want to change the title, that's okay, but you don't have to. As you begin each paragraph in your essay, you need to indent 5 spaces. All you have to do this is hit the Tab key on your keyboard, because by default it's already set to 5 spaces. You want to introduce your topic and then build up to your thesis, and your thesis should be somewhere toward the end, if not at the end of your essay. In general, your introduction should be around 4 to 6 sentences at minimum. However, this is a short essay. You're limited to 900 words, so you'll have to experiment with the introduction, and you might have to cut down a little bit depending on where you're at in the word count. After you conclude your introduction, you'll move to the next section, which is where you write your supporting paragraphs or your supporting points and ideas. You want to make sure that you have enough evidence to adequately support your thesis statement, and while there is no magic number as far as how many supporting points you need to have, you just want to make sure that what you do have really does support your argument or your thesis that you're making. And again, keep in mind that you are limited to 900 words. And if you want to check how many words you have, you can highlight the text, click on Tools, click on Word Count, and then you can see I am at 156 words. So then, once you conclude or finish writing your supporting paragraphs, you'll write the conclusion. Often people like to recap their thesis and major supporting ideas in a conclusion. This is okay, however, sometimes this approach can be repetitive. If you do take this approach, make sure you use different words to express your ideas so you don't sound repetitive. I also suggest that you try to leave a meaningful final thought in the conclusion, because this is your last chance to make an impression on your audience, and you really want to go out strong and leave something that's memorable and impactful for your audience. Because this is a personal statement, you don't have to include any outside research or sources. You do not need a works cited page. And that's it for this assignment. I also want to show you quickly that in Google Docs, if you ever need a template, there is an MLA report template. So you can click on that and you'll see that this template looks a lot like the one that I created. So you can use this to get started. And this is a report, so it's a little bit different than an essay, because in a report there are headers and often subheaders, which you do not include in a paper. If you have any questions about the assignment, you need any help completing the assignment, please let me know. I'm always happy to meet with you and help you if you need the additional help. I look forward to another fun-filled week of English 100.